Love You Down was basically, I think, produced by Lil Jon, born from the bass compilation. And then we decided that we should have an INOJ album, or INOJ more, she should have more records. And people liked INOJ's voice, and then they loved what we was doing with the beats under the vocals. Funkdafied was like the intro of me introducing BRAT, and it was the introduction of y'all hearing me rap on a record for the first time. So it was like 2 different intros. The pressure for me was to make sure that I broke BRAT as an artist. I didn't really care about me as the rapper. I just got on the song because she wanted me on the song. KRISS KROSS Jump, it was important because it was my first introduction to the music industry as far as from a platform that people would get to know me. But it was really like a carefree record that just felt good to me. It was also one of the records that kind of set the tone for me to almost know when my records was gonna be hits because of how fast I wrote the song. If it's a hit, it comes right to me. 30 minutes, that song was like done. Lean With It, Rock With It was the second single from their album. This was like the first group that I signed at Virgin when I went to Virgin Records, and everybody that saw me go to Virgin, they was like, you know, Jermaine, it's a death trap. You're going to a label that doesn't have rap music. So Lean With It, Rock With It, coming after Oh, I Think They Like Me, it made that punch that much more powerful. My records is interesting because my records are never thought about. They just done for fun. Gotta Get You started out with me and Missy, and I think Atlantic didn't approve Missy for me to put her version out, so I had to take her off, and I had to put Jonte on. It was just a weird record, but it was cool, it was fun. Like You was another one of those ones where I had to finish his album in a certain time, so I was like, I gotta get this hook done on this song. I was going on tour somewhere. As soon as I got on a bus, I put the CD in, and the words just started coming out of nowhere. And then the hook was just so simple. It was like, yo, this is gonna be incredible. And then it was like, we put CIARA on the song, you know, it's a duet. They was dating, it just felt perfect. I signed Anthony, I wanna say Grammy week here in New York. It was a brunch or something, and my father went to the brunch, and he told me that he saw this guy singing and he thought that I should hear him. And he had Anthony come to my office, and I was at the Arista building. And he brought his CD, Charlene was on this CD as is, as the same way y'all heard it. I didn't touch the song, nothing. I left the song just like it was. This girl I was dating had a conversation with me one night, and she was trying to tell me that I'm not getting younger, and we had been together, and you know, my music's not gonna keep me warm at night. She gave me this whole little lecture, and it just turned into a song. We was having a conversation after that, me and Jagged, and I was like, these girls, they wanna get married, man. We not getting married. I'm like, but let's just make a song for the ladies. And that's how it came out. My reaction to the song was just like, I didn't know what the song was. You know what I mean? It was an R&B bass record. We all wish that we would find another My Boo, but I'm not sure where the record came from. It was cool because it sounded like they was trying to do something like remix or remake a record, or just do something that was never been touched before. It was hard to have an opinion about it. I didn't know what y'all were gonna do with the song. I didn't know it would be as big as a record it was though, definitely. Just Kickin' It was interesting record because it was like I was trying to figure out how to send a message to everybody at once, like R&B audience and the rap audience, because it was my first actual group on So So Def. People were actually bugging because I decided to create an R&B group after KRISS KROSS. When KRISS KROSS had all their success, it was like, you're not gonna put out another rap group, you're gonna just straight go to R&B. So it was like, I wanted people to understand what the label actually represented was R&B that lived in the same world as hip hop. When I was writing the song, somebody just kept saying, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. I don't know why I kept saying it, but it just felt right. And it felt like if I said something, it would make the hook more like a hip hop record and make the verses more singing. The funny part about it was because the way Candy sounds on the song is because she sounds like me. That's why the tone, she's singing low like that. That's where the tone came from. If you hear them songs and the girls are singing in that low tone, that's because that's how I did the demo. And they basically was mimicking what I was doing.